to that space where we can exist outside of time, that space where no mortal man has gone, understand, it's not saying no man can go there. It's saying no mortal man has gone. Then we are always living in the infinite moment. And it's only in the moment that exists right here, right now, that we have the capacity to transform. So if we're always worried about everything that's ever happened to us in the past, or we're always projecting ourselves, well, in 5 years from now, I'm gonna, we lose sight of the moment. And this is the only place that we have to affect that point in time that's out there. And it's also by coming into an awareness of the infinity of the moment that we can transcend time and space. But what's key? What is key there is I want to go back to this whole concept that I mentioned of unconditional love. I hope I'm not going to get all tangled up in here. I guess I better go this way. All that stuff that we've hidden away in closets, we got to go open it up. We got to look at it. We got to say, okay, and then we got to let it go. It says that this is a time when we must understand that we are not our stories. Okay? Now that doesn't mean we don't learn the lessons of our stories, but so that's not happening. Not in judgment of them, only in understanding what they can bring to me. So coming in unconditional love of self then moves you to a point of being unconditional love. You can only be it. So you don't have to say, I'm going to go out there and change this or that. You do it because of who you are. Now, let's go down the list. Someone said judgment. Whew. That's a big one. But I say that because we are the worst judges of ourselves. And the greater we're in judgment of ourselves, the more we're in judgment of everything and everyone around us. So I encourage all of you. We have this thing that we do in some of my circles of friends, maybe about once a year. We'll each go on a positivity fast. And we'll decide on how many days we're going to do it. All right? So it might be 7 days. It might, if somebody's real tricky, they might say 15 or whatever. And during that time, you can only think positive thoughts. That's it. No matter what. All right? And it really teaches you a lot about what goes on in our head. It really focuses your energy and gets you to realize how much of our energy is in judgment. You know? So we don't know each other's journeys. You know, so what we see of the person that's being presented to us is only such a small piece of who that person is. But if you're leading from your energy of unconditional love, all you see is that beautiful God being that's sharing the space here on this planet with you. That's adding to the ultimate gift of the universe. But if what you see, you're in absolute judgment of, you're always going to find ways that it's just, you're better than this person. You know, or the other. Or you're not as good as this person. The reason this becomes important is energy. We must understand energy. If we just focus on how to perceive energy, we can predict anything in this world.